What's going on, everyone? TallenV back here, and today we are back with more V-Jump leaks. Yes, it is that time of the month again, so it is time to start translating some leaked Japanese language, essentially. And, you know, we'll probably get the scans, like the official scans tomorrow, but I want to just quickly go over some of the stuff we can initially kind of expect, and then I'm going to go into some thoughts. I'm actually going to make this kind of a dual video where it's going to be the V-Jump links, but we're also going to translate and talk about the actual cards themselves, because funny enough, these leaks that are coming out, we kind of expected them already because of the live stream that Bandai did, and then also just simply what we've seen in the news and everything. So in terms of that stuff, it's not that much big of a surprise, but we can kind of still get a discussion going because there's a lot of mixed feelings with some of these cards coming out, and so I thought we'd just go over that. Not to mention there are some leaks for the for Legends, what Legends are going to be getting in March, so that should be pretty cool if you're a Legends fan. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into everything real quick. So first off, all this stuff up here has to do something with the Dragon Ball Super either TV show or movie or something. I don't really cover that stuff, so I'll leave that to like Geekdom and to other guys who like to do that and everything like that. I'm sure it'll get translated within the next day or so. I'm not expecting much. I think it has to do with the movie. I'm just taking a wild guess by briefly looking at the kanji, but again, I could be wrong. So when that stuff comes out, they'll cover all that and they'll be all cool to go. So anyway, so let's take a look at what we got here for Dokkan. Okay, so middle of Nigatsu, which is of course February, which is right now, we should be expecting Goku, Pan, and Trunks LR, and then the Super Baby 2 LR from the GT times. So let's go and actually translate them, because A, they were data mined, or not, yeah, they were data mined, and then also they were released officially on the Twitter page and everything like that. So we'll take a look at their super attacks, their cards, what they do, and just kind of get an overall feel for them. So let's take a look at the LR Goku, Pan, and Trunks, okay? So they are the Secret of the Dragon Balls category, key plus 4, stats up 170%. With that kind of a small category, it was expected that they would probably give them a pretty good boost. So, and then they also give super int types, key plus 4, stats up 100%. So that's pretty cool right there. Super attack, when they do their 18 key super attack, they'll raise their defense by 33% for 3 turns. If it's just their 12 key super attack, then it's 33% for 1 turn. So do keep that in mind right there. Their passive skill, when they super attack, attack and defense up 77%. When it's a super attack, so an 18 key super attack, then they'll get an additional attack up 77%. There doesn't have to be any kind of, lowering the attack or anything like that. And then for every member on the team that is in the Dragon Ball, or Secret of the Dragon Balls category, you will get an additional key plus 1 yourself, okay? Not giving it to your teammates, but you, the LR, Goku, Pan, and Trunks, they will get an extra key. So getting an 18 key super attack on this particular team is actually probably not too hard. So that is pretty nice right there, okay? Links are kind of general, but they do get GT. They get prepared for battle, which is pretty nice. They get rebirth, and I know Super Baby 2 also has rebirth. So that's something right there. From what I've been seeing from the initial reactions from both the worldwide community and the Japanese community, worldwide community seems kind of split on them. Some people are like, you know what, they're not that great right now, but maybe potentially if they get some good cards in them, then the category themselves will be good, because that 170% boost is pretty nice. Everyone, I think, is in agreement, though, that the super attack animations look really nice for them, so that's pretty cool. I don't know, personally, after watching D-Freeze video, which Hydro did actually, and then just kind of seeing, and just kind of looking at the cards and everything, I don't really know what to think about them, to be honest. I'm a little stumped on them. I don't know why, but I don't know. They look like obviously a good card. The fact that they do give super int types 100%, which is really nice. But I don't know. Overall, like, I've never been a huge fan of the category, so maybe I just need to wait to see when that Kid Goku finally gets his LR. Then maybe we get a couple more, cards or something like that, some variations of them, and then maybe I'll warm up to the category a little bit more, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, no, this LR, boom, they're awesome. Why not go for them? But I think most people, again, are just gonna simply go for them to the fact of the essay animation and everything and what it represents from the GT time when the show was originally airing. So I don't really know other than that. We'll get into actually the Goku, the LR Kid Goku, the free-to-play one, and what he could potentially do just in a little bit, actually. So anyway, but that's the LR Goku, Pan, and Trunks. Let's go on to Super Baby 2 real quick. So Super Baby 2, he is the Artificial Beans category, key plus 4, stats up 130%, and then, Extreme AGL types, key plus 4, stats up 100%. So I mentioned this on Twitter earlier today, but you know how we had the LR Cell and we had the LR Bojack, who were the 100% up for types, for extreme types, I should say, and then it's like, what, 70% and 2 key for the super types? Well, we haven't seen the other 3, STR, Tech, and AGL, and then all of a sudden, randomly, we got that Trunks and Mai, who were the very first LR for some category and a type leader skill. And then now we're getting this with the LR Baby, and then technically with the LR Goku, Pan, and Trunks. So I'm almost wondering if they're kind of just starting to combine this now. They're like, all right, you know what? We're not going to deal with just simply extreme types 100% up and the stats and everything like that, and then we're going to finish those out. They seem to be kind of melding them together now. Like, this is the AGL that we are probably going to get minus a category, but now they've added the category on, which I guess is cool. It's always really nice to see that. Because, I mean, let's face it, no one really used the LR Cell and the LR Bojack for the super part of their passive. It was only for the extreme types, or again to put them on a category lead. So I guess it makes sense to do this. So I'm just taking a wild guess that they have officially scrapped the rest of those 100% and just simply started adding these guys in, because I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. He lowers the attack and defense when it is an 18 key super attack, and then he will lower just simply the attack if it's a 12 key super attack. Again, colossal damage, usual stuff that you'd expect. Let's take a look at his passive, though. So his passive skill, own key, +3, attack and defense up 100%. Okay, thank God he gives himself +3 key, because as you guys know, Baby has crap key links. The only thing he's got is GT. Everything else isn't really there. So, but he does have rebirth for one of his links, so he's not getting fierce battle. And let's take a look at the other parts of his passive. So, if you are facing off against a pure sand category enemy, okay, so pure sand kanji right there, Teki ga iru no toki, then he gives himself +3 key, and then he gives himself up an additional 50% attack, okay? So if you happen to be facing off against one opponent who's a pure sand category, Goku, Vegeta, whatever it is, then you are going to get an additional 50% attack and +3 key. So automatically, you're going to be at 12 key already with 150% attack and 100% defense. So that's pretty nice, okay? And if he also happens to be facing off against a half sand category at any single time, or enemy, I should say, then he'll give himself an additional +3 key and an additional 50% up. So if you are lucky enough to be facing off against multiple opponents, and one happens to be a pure sand, so let's say Super Battle Road, for example, so pure sand, and then we got half sand, so like the family trio, Goku, Gohan, and Goten, then you are going to be getting a +3, you'll get +3 key from both the pure sand and the half sand, and then you're also going to get 50% up right there. So that is pretty nice. That's definitely nice right there. I don't know if that second half sand, though, the Goten, technically, because we're using Super Battle Road as an example, I don't know if that gives you an additional. I don't think it is, because there's no kanji in here stating about, oh, for every single one on the field, you're going to get this. I think it's just simply facing off against this enemy. So I saw that kind of confusion in there for some people who were asking on Twitter and everything. So just keep that in mind. As long as there is at least, if you have 1 to 10 or however many you're facing off against half sands, you'll get +3 key and 50%. That's it. You're not going to get 50% for each one that you're facing off against, okay? So, and then after 4 turns, if your HP is 50% or below, then you actually have a high chance to transform into an 8 for one time. It's not 2 times like all the other apes, it's only 1 time because he's an LR, okay? So, that right there, and then again, like I said before, Rebirth is his main big link that he's going to be getting along with GT. He does have big bad bosses, but from what I've been seeing from, again, D-Free did a little highlight video for it, or I guess technically, again, Hydro did, but looking at these guys in terms of how good they do, Super Baby 2 is powerful. He's actually really good when you're facing off against the certain categories right there. And again, a lot of bosses you're going to fight off against are either on pure, at least on pure sands, and then sometimes are on half sands. But he also did it where he's went off against, like a fusion type. He went off against Omega Shenron and everything. And he was okay. I mean, let's face it, he's an LR, right? He's going to be very powerful and everything. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So again, it's not like we're going into this thinking, oh, he's not even going to hit for this much. He's going to be weak. He's going to be this. He's going to be that. He's an LR. He's going to hit hard no matter what. You get him up to SA20. Granted, in the video, he was rainbowed, so I don't know what he's going to be doing. One of his best partners, of course, is going to be the TUR version of him, or if you wanted to, take the TUR version of the free-to-play one, but that free-to-play one is absolute garbage. So, I mean, it's kind of hard to say. Let's go and take a look at their super attacks real quick, though, before I forget, because I was about to do that. So, let's go ahead. So, let's take a look. Of course, if you want to actually load for me. Okay, so sorry if it's a little loud, but it shouldn't be. Not bad on that one. I lowered it a bit. Okay, so this is 18 key super attack. Not bad. Okay, so then this is him turning into ape, obviously. Now, Ape actually does get 2 additional super attacks. One for the 12 key and one for the 18 key. And he actually does get a passive change. First Ape to get a passive change, actually. Not too shabby, not too shabby at all. So one thing to also note on the Great Ape is the fact that when he transforms, his passive will change to basically every single time you collect a key orb, you get an additional plus 1 key, okay? So this is going to help trying to get that 18 key super attack. Because otherwise, as you guys know right now, Apes trying to get even just simply 12 key super attacks are pretty hard. So the fact that this guy basically gets that LR Gogeta passive in terms of for him it was got the rainbow and you get plus 2 key. It's like that, but it's only 1 orb, but for any key. AGL, Tech, Rainbow, you name it. As long as you get one, as long as you're collecting at least 1 orb, you're getting an additional orb. So if you can hit a string of 5 or 6, that's an additional plus 2 for each one. You can do the math and everything like that. So let's really quickly, let's go ahead and check out the LR Goku Trunks endgame. So this is pretty cool. I like this one. Oof, man, that pierces through you. And this is the 18 key super attack that we all saw from the live stream, so. That's pretty cool. I do like it. Just for the looks of it, it looks pretty cool. So, but anyway, so looking at the LRs though, like again, let's go back to Baby because we were talking about Goku and Pan and Trunks real quick. A lot of people saying, again, split on the Baby too. A lot of, I've been seeing it this way, a lot of Western fans, because again, GT I think did better in the West. I'm not up on the numbers and everything like that, but again, I think it did better in the West, and a lot of people are actually kind of excited about Super Baby 2. They are. They're actually they want to see if they can do it and pull them and everything like that, but a lot of people over here in Japan, they were not initially happy when Baby was announced to be the next LR coming. And then I think it went down, the hype went back up a little bit when we saw it was also going to be Goku, Pan, and Trunks. But going through the card itself, going through the actual comments on here when it comes to Baby and everything, and looking at them, you're seeing a lot of them just going like, wow, this guy's actually not really that good. I was expecting more or anything like that. So it's a little interesting, again, looking at this. And I think the big thing that a lot of people are looking at is that 130% for the leader skill. And just looking at that going, that's it? Because Baby's not under any other category, to my knowledge, in fact. So I could be wrong on that. But as of right now, he's not under any other category. So I think that, you're either going to put him on AGL or you're going to put him on his own category, which again is only 130%. And a lot of people are not that impressed by 130% anymore these days. So it's just interesting to look at this and be like, oh, this is okay, but this isn't that good or anything like that. It's like even this like 50% 以上でじゃないの 弱い. So it's just really interesting to look at this and go like, oh, they're really not, see, they really don't like it. They really don't. So I think, I know obviously like hardcore players here in Japan, they look at it like we do and everything, where it's like, okay, we're going to look at the numbers, we're going to look at their stats and everything, and actually test them out and see like, oh, actually they're not bad and everything. But I think a lot of people initially, because Dokkan's, again, at the forefront, a collector's game, right? You collect the cards and you keep them. That's all it is. That's all it is to a lot of players here in Japan. And then so when they see this, they're kind of going, oh, really? I don't know if I really want to summon for this now. So I don't know. He's interesting. Again, his passive's not bad. It kind of sucks that it's only to Sans and half Sans. It makes sense because of where he comes from and everything like that. But at the same time, it does suck that he's not under another category and everything. So I don't know. I'm personally not summoned for either of the LRs. You guys know me. I don't really go for the LR banners. I'm still trying to go for LR Goku. Still don't have him. So, but I think he's not bad. I think maybe throw a multi or 2 at the banner, see what you get. So I don't know. Let me know your thoughts down below. What do you guys think about this, okay? So let's go back to the V-Jump stuff. So obviously that stuff is coming. Now, what we also going to probably see in the V-Jump here is the fact that this does say the beginning of March. Okay, I can't believe it. February is almost ending. Jeez. This is going to be, these next 2 months are going to be absolutely crazy. So Anyway, beginning of March, though, we are finally going to get that free-to-play Goku to become an LR. So as you guys know, we had Kid Goku, who then Dokkan awakened into the Kid SSR Goku. Then we got the Kid Goku again with Krillin with him, but of course, it's simply just Goku himself when he's actually in the game. His SA just utilizes Krillin as Krillin tries to bash into somebody and then Goku saves them. And now we are getting Goku and Arale. Okay, so now the thing to note here is that it actually does say Goku and Arale, whereas up here, Krillin is just simply in parentheses, Krillin and Mo. In the actual name on the card, it says simply just Goku, but here, and again, this might be a typo from them or whatever the case may be, but this right here is indicating that the name itself is going to be Goku and Arale. So Arale will be part of the super attack and actually the little sprite on the field itself when you're playing the game. So I don't know, we'll have to wait and see. There's no there's nothing that says how we're going to do it. You know, they might show us a little hint in the details when they release the scans and everything like that. But other than that, I don't expect them to really tell us much until March gets here, and then we're gonna Dokkan awaken him. So I got my one Goku rainbow, and I got another Goku at SA 10. I'm gonna farm up the orbs to get them all up, and then I just easily get an SA 20. So it should be pretty good. So. And again, you have to keep in mind as well, this Goku is also the Seeker of the Dragon Balls category. So with that LR Goku Pan and Trunks being the 170%, what is this Kid Goku going to be? What do you think he's going to be? I personally think he's going to be 120%. I see that being reasonable. 120%, maybe 100% in terms of the leader skill for Seekers of the Dragon Ball. So again, let me know your thoughts down below. What do you think his leader skill will finally change to? And his passive. His passive is simply collecting orbs. He gets a high attack and he also seals. So I don't really know. I don't know what to expect, but it should be interesting. So. And then finally, let's end the news real quick for Legends Zoo, okay? So Legends here, and again, based on what usually happens with V-Jump stuff, we're not going to be getting this until, again, about early March right now. I'm going to expect, again, that's when we're going to get it, but we are getting a Super Saiyan 3 Goku, we're getting a Majin Buu, and we are going to be getting a Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta, and this is based off of when Beerus hit Bulma. So it's actually kind of a Rage Vegeta, but it doesn't say that. It just simply says Super Saiyan 2 Vegeta Rage. Now, this Buu kanji right here, I believe this is Super Buu. I will be putting that up on the screen if that's a yes or a no after I double check the kanji, because again, I literally just got home from work to record this video. But nonetheless, I think it's either Super Buu or just another Buu of some kind. Maybe Evil Buu. I'm not really sure. I'll have to take. The more I look at it, I don't think it's Evil Buu. I think it's Super Buu. But again, I'll double check on that. But nonetheless, so Legends, you're gonna be getting that. It could be I think it's just gonna be probably a normal banner would be my guess. I don't see it being a Legends Rising banner or whatever the case is, but yeah, I don't know. Have to wait and see. So anyway, guys, that's all the V-Jump news and information, not to mention the translations for half of the V-Jump stuff that we're getting for Dokkan right here with the GT and everything like that. So I don't know. We'll have to wait and see if there's any more information. Maybe there is. I highly doubt it, but I mean, I think we all kind of expected that. So anyway, guys, let me hear your thoughts down below in the comments as always. Leave a like if you liked the video. Subscribe if you happen to be new. Can we hit 50,000 subs by the end of March? I'm trying to hit that goal of 50,000 subs before I have to move to Tokyo. Still doing all the job hunting and everything. If you guys can help me hit that goal, that'd be really appreciative. So anyway, that's going to be it, though. Until next time, everyone, I'll see you all in the next one.